Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning. Welcome back to the New York session stream, taking as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and turn on that notification because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. West African time. Okay. With that said, let's get right into the charts. Okay, apologies for the late start. So we're just gonna get right into it, right? Gonna get right into it. Okay, so monthly on GJ. Let's start off with GJ here. So we have monthly on GJ. So remember we were looking to close somewhere inside this range, right? And now we rejected. We spent most of last week rejected, or not most of last week. I think this rejection came on Friday. Right? I think most of these sales started on Friday or maybe Thursday. I might be mistaken. But now we've tapped into a level, rejected, and now we're back inside this range. So are we gonna continue dropping here to close maybe below this range, or are we gonna stay inside this range like we predicted initially, right at the beginning of the week? So that's yet to be seen. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how price forms. Let's go on to the weekly. So last week we closed bullish respecting, right? So we closed bullish respecting this support, but we're still inside this range, right? But this support has held for a couple of weeks now, right? So now are we just coming down? Are we just coming down here to create this bottom wick before we start pushing up higher? We'll see, right? We don't really know yet. This candle also, like I said before, I was expecting that if we were gonna start heading back down, even if it's just to close inside this range, that we would still take out this high, this previous monthly high, before we eventually reject and come down. But we've already rejected and we've come down here, but this might just be a temporary pullback on the lower time frames to continue our push up. So because we are still bullish from last week, yeah, we could just be coming down here to create this bottom wick to take out these lows. So we are still overall bullish, at least on the monthly and the weekly time frames. As for the daily closed bearish, right? But we closed bearish respecting. So we closed bearish respecting this support, so we never actually closed below. So what could happen here is we continue coming down here, we take out this low, create this bottom wick, and we flip, right? Now we have a bottom wick for the daily to drive up. So that's also a possibility here that we should that we have to take into consideration, right? But yeah, if you move the I would say the levels around a little bit, because this is most recent, this held as resistance, as support. So yeah, if you're considering this level here, you technically close below, right? You technically close below this support into, or below this level into this range right here, right? So technically you are bearish. You did close bearish. Yeah, you did close bearish below a support here, and now you've currently created your top wick, and then you're driving down here. So let's see if this is gonna be a sustained push down, or if we're gonna start rejecting here at some point. I'm looking at these lows right here, right? I'm looking at these lows at 190.2, right? I'm looking at those lows to get tapped into it, and then having a decision, or making a decision based off of what price does afterwards, right? Okay, so now the daily is telling me sells, right? The daily is telling me sells. Weekly, there was well, weekly closed bullish respecting. So I mean, yeah, I think in order for me to start taking buys, I need to see at least a 4-hour bullish closer, right? Maybe a closer above 191.6, right? Yeah. So in terms of my 4-hour levels, I would say, let me see. See, I'd say resistance level over there. This is sort of one big range over here. Yeah, the 4-hour levels are not as clean as I would like, but yeah, I'd say overall, so overall level right there, and then sort of have a level over here as well. It's not the cleanest range here on the 4. Not the cleanest range. You're sort of rejecting a level right now, right? You're sort of rejecting a 4-hour level right now, this support level down here, right? You sort of just tapped into that and you're rejecting. So let's see what that does. But yeah, let's stick with these levels for now, and we'll change it accordingly, right? We'll update that accordingly. But for now, we are bearish. We are pretty bearish here. We are pretty bearish here, and I would say we do have some more room to come down here. Yeah, if you're considering this overall level, you do have some more room to come down here. So let's see if this 4 hour ends up closing like this in about 15 minutes, you could just see a continuation down after creating the top wick. All right, so that's a possibility as well. Let's go on to the hourly. Yeah, we were in here a little bit late. Apologies for that, but you know, life happens. Yeah, so yeah, this could have been a good entry right here off of this close. This what is this? It's 7 o'clock open. Well, I wouldn't have been on the markets regardless, so but that could have been a good entry right there. So in terms of sells, right, in terms of sells, so buys, I'm looking for range 2 buys, right? I'm looking for range 2 buys, be above all these highs, right? And then I believe a break below this level, right? We get a closure below this level, we should be able to get some sales going to the downside. Yeah, this held its support before in the past, so yeah, if we're able to close below, we do have a decent vantage point here. Hold up, let me see the 30-minute level real quick. Yeah, so that would be this. All right, yeah, it's my vantage point. Then we got this right here. So how many pips is this? Yeah, so if we're able to close here below 190.5 here, we can close it. We can get a bearish closure below 190.5. You have a decent range going down to at least 190.3 and potentially 190.1 as well. All right, so let's see how that pans out. If this daily lows get taken out, which is what, that's 190.471. Yeah, so 190.1, 190.3. Yeah, so 190.3 for sure I have to take into consideration, because that is a 4 hour level as well. Yeah, 190.3 and then 190.1 after that. So let's see if we can get a closer here in about 13 minutes. Cool. Let's go on to gold real quick. Let's see what gold's doing. So gold on a monthly, I mean bullish. We've been rejecting, but still bullish. Weekly is bullish. We currently have no top wick for this weekly candle, so that's interesting. So daily, same thing, right? Pretty much the same thing on the daily. Yep, same thing on the daily. Let's see 4 hour. Yes, we've been dropping here for a while now. We've dropped, look at all these candles, 1 2 3 4 5. We're about to have 5 bearish closures, heavily bearish candles on the 4 hour here on gold. So that's interesting as well. That is interesting as well. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so in terms of our levels, right? So I mean daily is current. The general formation here is bullish, right? The general formation here is bullish, but these buys don't really get confirmed until we flip on the daily, right? So if you wanna take if you basically want to get on this ride on the way up, you would need entry on the lower time frames. You would need something to set up on the lower time frame so you can take some buys going up, and potentially those buys could just go all the way. It could just translate to this whole daily candle flipping up bullish. So I mean, this is a good amount of pips. This is about 500 pips for the flip. Yeah, it's about 500 pips for the flip. If you can get, I'd say, a bullish closure above 23.57 I mean, this 4 hour is about to close, and most likely it's gonna close bearish like this. So I can't really say the flip, right? I can't really say the flip. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, so I am looking for the sells. My fault, chat. I am looking for the sells. So range 2 buys. Range 2 buys. Well, say maybe here. Maybe this is a good level. Probably want to be above everything, to be fair. Yeah, I'm gonna put the buys there for now. 23.66. Let's see what these levels look like on the 30-minute though. Yeah, let's see what these look like on the 30-minute. Look. Something like that. Yeah, give or take. Yeah, give or take. Yeah, let's see what the levels look like on the 30 real quick. Okay. That is held. That held in the past, sort of. Yeah, this is interesting here. This is very interesting. Because I could consider that, but then I have this level here, then I have this level here. That's interesting. 30-minute. I'd say this would be the safest right here. That'd be my safest bet right there. Yeah. So we're coming down here. We are coming down here. If you were already in this from a previous position, then ain't nice. But yeah, I do see we're coming down here. This 15-minute open, no top wick, right? We didn't even close below this level, right? We never closed below this level. Open, no top wick. We're coming down first, creating this bottom wick. So at any point here, we could just flip up. We could just reject here and flip up, right, and close bullish. So I want to avoid that. I want to stay out of that. So, and it's the last 15, well, there's 7 minutes left for this 4 hour to close, right? So I might as well wait for it to close, being so close to a 4 hour support as well. So I might as well just wait for that to close. Okay, it's the hourly 30-minute. Let's see. Protect my energy. Blessings, they follow me. People, they sing melody. The good vibes, infinity. All right, so yeah, nah, I don't know why I took that back. But these are the levels I'm gonna consider for now. And yeah, let's see how price forms here. Let's see how price forms. So a lot has already happened here, right? So you could have already taken some profits somewhere, right? This would have been the earliest time probably that we could have taken a trade here, maybe on the flip of this. If this opened with no bottom wick, maybe on the flip of this candle potentially, but yeah, nah. Yeah, so let's see how we form here. Hopefully we don't just drive down all the way, right? But you have to understand this is the daily, right? The daily is currently pushing. We're currently pushing below daily lows, right? We're pushing that daily low, so we could just keep on melting here. As I'm speaking, we're driving down ever so slowly, right? And I mean, look at that rejection. But yeah, so let's see. If you can close below 23.34 here, I'd say you're good to drive down to at least 23.26. Yeah, I think you're good to drive down to at least 23.26 with a little bit of a top wick. You should be good for that. Cool. All right, so we're waiting here. Yeah, I started a little bit later today, but there will not be any extension. There will not be an extension. I will still believe in, yeah, because last Friday we had to save the, but not save the account more, you know, hit the targets. Hit the target. We're on a mission, all right? We were on a mission yesterday to hit those targets, or not yesterday, on Friday, to hit the targets. Unfortunately, off stream I got to about $100 off of the target. I was about, let me see if see. So before this negative whatever was like a Hail Mary. It was 30 minutes left in what's it called, 30 minutes left for the daily close, right? It was 30 minutes left for the daily close, and yeah, I just threw a Hail Mary, but the Hail Mary was in the wrong direction. But hey, but now we have a new challenge, right? We have a new challenge for free, right? So everything reset, and our profit targets is once again still 600, right? So free restart here on the challenge. We have another 30 days. If we can get to our targets within the 30 days, we move on to phase 2. If not, as long as we're in profit, we get another free restart, right? So yeah, let's see what going on here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Let us see what is going on. Yeah, last session stream was pretty. If you I mean, I'll go and try to put, I probably won't do this, but I'll try and put the timestamps on Friday's stream, because we took a lot of decent trades, right? That normally, if that was just any normal day, I would be so happy, because I mean, we were 100 deep in profit on 2 trades that we let come back to break even, just because we were chasing the, you know, we were chasing those profits, right? So I should have just closed those, and I should have just taken multiple trades, right? So because if I closed the hundreds, because I had 200s that I had 2 trades that saw about $100 in profit, yeah, that Friday, that I let come back to break even, right? Because I was expecting it to run, or well, not expecting, I was hoping for it to run. So that was a W in terms of learning, though, right? So next time, if I'm in that predicament, I know I don't need to just put all my eggs in one basket, right? For one trade, I could just keep on, you know, I could just run up 2-3 different trades and, you know, take out my profits on those. But yeah, man. Cool. So 2 minutes here, 2 minutes left. I hope I'm not muted. Yeah, nah, I'm good. I think I'm good. How about the music? The music good? Hope it's not too loud. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we can get here. I'll be here till latest 9, well, latest 10, because we don't have news, right? We don't have news today. Yeah, no news today, so I'll be here latest till 10. 9:30 if we don't see anything, right? If we don't see anything by 9:30, we'll be out of here. But it looks like GJ might give us something here. Gold also might give us something here. We have a minute left. All right, let me see. GJ looks like it might be the one. GJ might be the one. Now let me see something here. So last time we came down here. Okay, there's a level there. Let me see this level here. Yeah, we have a minute left for a closer here. Minute left for a closer. All right, tap down here. That's a good beat of space. Yeah, we're coming down here, and we get this closer. If we can get this closer below here, then all I need is a top wick, and we'll be in that trade. So that's the hourly closing as well. 4 hour, pretty deep before. So you could come here and then retest to push down. So above here, I'd say. Okay, so we just had a closer. Not the best open on that close, but decent hourly closer here. Decent hourly closer. Yeah, if we're considering the bodies, I would have preferred a closer below here, but we do still have this wick going down here, so that's still okay. All right. Yeah, that's still okay. Could come here. So here. Yeah, so now it's just a matter of so since we created this bottom wick first, then the top wick, I'd say, let me see, where am I looking for a top wick? 30-minute. So now we flipped. Are we gonna drive off that flip? Maybe, potentially. I would have preferred more of a top wick though. I would have preferred more of a top wick towards 190.6 here. Yeah, 190.6, and then we flip. I would prefer a little bit more of a top wick here towards 190.6, and then once we tap into there, if we flip, I'll take those cells going down. Or if we close like this on the 5, we create a top wick here. Yeah, if we close below this level on the 5, create a top wick, then I can take those as well. But let me see how gold closed. So gold closed respecting. So C4. Yeah, so gold closed respecting this level here. All right, this level down here. So boom. So I would say you want a top wick to 2344 on gold. Let's see, what is that? 2344. 2346. Yeah, so I'd say you want a top wick to about here. If you can get this top wick to that level, I'll have a sell stop on the flip of these lows, or on the break of these lows, or off a 15-minute bearish closer, depending on when it happens. Okay, so we're coming down here on GJ though. Let me see this 5. Okay, so those are these highs, but I don't come all the way up there. Yeah, I'm gonna need to put this somewhere here. If we go beyond that, it's wraps. Okay, so we're about to close below here. it's above the 4-hour level. Yeah, we tapped in there before. So 51, 50. Okay, so this 5 is about to close. This 5 is about to close. Let's see. DJ. So I do still need a top wick, right? If once this 5 closes, I do still need that top wick. Preferably, I would like that. I mean, I'd like this 5 minute to have a bottom wick, and then we get that top wick. Okay, so yeah, we're forming that top wick here, but how much of a top wick are we gonna get? Yeah, this volume might just push through. Yeah, we might just push through off this volume. If we do, then it is what it is, right? We'll wait for something else. Gold is still forming here though. We're still creating this top wick on gold, which is good. Yeah, most likely on gold, I think the best positions here, or the safest, well, safest is sort of baked into the best. The why it's the best. I would say you want a top wick. Yeah, so you want this to tap into this on the 15, maybe close bearish below here on the 15. All I need is a little bit of a top wick, and then we can take these cells going down. And this is a good range right here. Good range. Okay, so we're pulling back on the 5. So this level, right? Okay, so if we respect this level on the 5, if we respect this level and close like this on a 5, I'll enter on the flip of the, yeah, so if we respect this level on the 5, I'll get in on the break of these lows. We still have a 9 pip vantage point with that one, so it's not bad at all. Or if the new candle opens up no bottom wick, just creates a top wick, I'll have my sell stop on the flip of that low, on the flip of that candle. Yeah, for this one, I'm probably waiting for the 15 close there. On gold, I'm probably waiting on the 15 close, or I am waiting on the 15 close. Okay, so that 15 is flipping now. Okay. I mean, I don't mind that happening, right? I don't mind closing above bullish here, as long as the new candle can, yeah, if the new candle can come up first, tap into 190.6, I'll have the entry on the flip. So if the new 5 can come up first, create a top wick towards 190.6, then we can take that on the flip. For sure. Okay, gold coming down here. Yeah, so I mean, regardless, I'm gonna wait for the 15 close on gold. But it's very possible you break, because if you break these lows, you're breaking daily lows, right? Another reason why you want to wait for bearish closure below on the 15, because this is a daily level, right? 23.33 is a daily level, right? So really you want to close below that 23.33. Okay, 5 minute about to close here. Is this 5 gonna close respect? Yeah, so we closed above. Yeah, we closed above this level here, right? So I'm not gonna have any sell stops in yet, right? Until we have a tap in the 190.6. Actually, let me see this drive down here. I was looking at something here. It is drive down, so you closed there, then you came back, right? Yeah, so I don't have anything in here yet. I don't have anything in here yet. Yeah, the 30 could just go, 4 hour could go as well. Yeah, no point in waiting this long just to take a trade I'm not happy with, right? So let's see. And 30. Yeah, this is where I'm looking for the top wick, right? Could have some buys above here though. Potentially. Okay, coming up here on the 30 on the hourly. So this is a good top wick. This is a good top wick. This is a decent top wick. Yeah, I would have preferred a 15 bearish closer, but this is still a decent top wick as long as we respect this 23.42, right? We can tap in and reject a little bit, and then if we open no top wick or no bottom wick, create that top wick, I'll have entries on the flip. So 2 minutes left for this closure. Yeah, if I'm getting in before we make that top wick to 190.6, I need a little bit of a larger stop loss. Let's say about here. Yeah, at hourly level. We have rejected from here before, so cool. Let's see. About to close. So we're about to close in 12 seconds. Okay, first thing we did here, create a top wick, yeah? Okay. Okay, let's see where, how did gold close? Okay, so gold closed nice, right? Gold closed nice, we're respecting. Now we just need that candle to take out its own high, and then you can put in your sell stops on the flip of the 30. Okay, so we flipped already. We created this top wick and we flipped. Let me see, 515. Let's see, came down here. Most likely we're gonna continue to drive down, right? These levels here. Let's see. Am I clear of those? Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm gonna have a. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have a sell stop here on the flip of this, on a break of these lows, right? The break of these 30-minute lows, I'm gonna have a sell stop. 6, 9. Cool. So I have my sell stops in on the break of these lows. Yeah, the reason my stop loss is this large is because we haven't made that top wick. I was expecting a top wick towards 190.6 before we start driving down here. So it's still possible that we might start pulling, we might pull back up here, right? We might see some drawdown here to create that top wick towards 190.6 before we're able to go break even. But yeah, so that's why it's that large. But if we end up coming up here and tapping 190.6 before we get activated, I'm gonna delete the current order and I'm gonna put in a new order with less of a stop loss, right? I'll have my stop loss at these highs instead, the hourly highs instead, the previous hourly highs anyways. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, 5 is doing good, 15. Yeah, so ideally you don't want to see any drawdown until you tap into 190.3, right? So once you tap into 190.3, that's where I have my vantage point. There you could start struggling. Yeah, that's the only place I would really expect to see price struggle. If we started struggling before, yeah, then not really sure, because this range right here, this little range going down to 190.3 is pretty clean. It's pretty clean. Yeah, price usually just goes straight through that, right? Price usually just goes straight through that. So if we get activated, we should see a pull towards 190.3, and then if we're gonna continue driving here, we should see 190.15 ish get tapped. For about 20 pips. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice W to start the refreshed challenge. All right, let's go on to see gold real quick. So gold, we had a nice closure on gold on the hourly, or sorry, on the 15-minute, right? 30 minutes still hanging on here. I'd say, let me see, how can you take this? I mean, your best bet here, right? Your best bet on gold is to wait for this closure below, right? Wait for this 30 to flip and then close below, and then you don't really need much of a top wick at that point, right? You can just sell as soon as you make a top wick. I'd say another thing. Yeah, if the 15, I mean, most of it has to do with the 30-minute closing, right? Because you could also take a closure off this 15-minute close, which is also the 30 close. Because if this 15 close is bearish respecting, I would have preferred if it comes up here though. I would prefer if it comes up here and takes this high and then flips bearish and closes bearish, and then I would take, I don't think I would even wait for a top wick there. I would just take a sell as soon as we break the lows of the 15, because then you have a good vantage point here and all the way down here as well. But yeah, this 5 is forming, so 5 closed bearish, so this is, I mean, that's good. I would say you could take this sell now, but those highs never got taken out. If we can take out these highs, if this 5 can come up and create a top wick that takes out this high, I'll have a sell stop on the flip here. I'll have a sell stop on the flip, and then, you know, whichever trade goes in first, I'll delete the other one. Whichever order goes in first, I'll delete the other one. But right now I got some I got sell stops on GJ here. So let me just put that down. Oh, well, as soon as I write it, huh? So I'm actually in this trade now. So never mind on that one. Yeah, so we're in this trade. Let me see. Yeah, we just got activated there. First thing we do is reject. That's okay. But ideally, you should see a pull towards 190.31 here, because this range is really clean. If you look to the left, most times when we come into this range, we sweep clean through this range, right? There's really nothing going on in this range. We usually just sweep through this range, and then your vantage point is 190.33132, right? You go break even there. If you're gonna continue driving, you should see 190.15 get tapped. If you're gonna reject, it will be off this 190.31. So that's why we're going break even right there. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, you have this 5 about to close here. Ideally, you want this 5 to close bearish. Yeah, if you close bearish on this 5, you should be good to drive down to 190.3 here. I don't see why you wouldn't. Let me just put in my stop loss here. Yeah, so you're rejecting a little bit on the 5. You are struggling a little bit at one point. Yeah, so I didn't move anything. That's just my I'm setting my stop loss. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is this so much? Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like you're gonna close well on the 5. Well, we have a minute left, so let me not jinx it. Okay, 5 about to close. Can we close bearish on the 5? We have 30 seconds left here. Got those lows as well. you want this 5 to have a bottom wick. If you end up with no bottom wick, and then the next 5 just continues bearish, no top wick, you might need to manage sooner. But okay, so we do have a bottom wick. We're opening no top wick here, which is not the best, but okay, now you have a top wick. Cool. So let's see price should continue dropping here to 190.31 areas. Yeah, I don't mind the top wick here, right? I don't mind the top wick, but it's this is the last 5 minutes of the 15, right? So if we end up pulling back here on this 15 and closing bullish on the 30 as well, or on the 15, we might have some problems, but let's see. This could just still be a top wick. Gold's doing. Yeah, so gold is looking good for the sells, to be honest, to be fair. Gold is looking good for the sells. If you end up closing how you're closing on gold, if you end up closing how you're closing on gold like this, yeah, I mean, all you need is a top wick. Because the 15 closing like this as well, you really just need a top wick, and then you could probably sell. Yeah, on the break of the lows. Even better yet, if this 30 ends up flipping and you end up, I mean, you could have a sell stop in right now, to be fair. The only reason I wouldn't have a sell stop in is because we actually never took out these highs, right? Let me see GJ real quick. Okay, GJ flipped. All right, so yeah, the only reason I wouldn't have a sell stop here on the flip of this 30 is because we never actually took out these highs. I would have preferred we took out these highs and then start dropping. Then I would have had a sell stop there, but for now, I'd say, yeah, wait for this 30 to close in about 3 minutes here. But let's go back to our GJ. Yeah, GJ is rejecting here. GJ is rejecting here. So we got 3 minutes. Let's see. Let's see what happens in 3 minutes. Oh, okay. 1 second, chat. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Guan. You want to push down here, and you are pushing down. Yeah, so if you're not in the trade already, I'd say wait for this 30 to close. As long as you close bearish here below 190.44, if you have a good, just wait for the top wick, and then you can take the sells going down if you're not in already. So 1 minute left for a closure. 1 minute left for a closure. Ooh, sorry. I need some dedicated buttons or something. Why doesn't this pull up on the same window? Okay. So a couple seconds left here. Oh yeah, gold looking nice too. Gold is looking nice as well. Gold is looking nice as well. Yeah, so if you're hunting gold, I'd say wait for this 30 to close. It's about to close. Yeah, really, you just need to close above here. Ooh, you're rejecting though. Ugh. Last second rejection on gold. Let me see GJ. So we're coming down on GJ. How are we gonna close? You want a bottom wick. You might close with no bottom wick here. That might be a problem. Okay, so you close no bottom wick and you're opening no bottom wick as well. Okay, so right here I'm gonna go break even. I'm gonna go break even right here. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna go break even right there, just for the fact that we closed no bottom wick on this 30, and then we sort of came down, created a bottom wick for the new 30, and then now we're pushing up, right? So because that no bottom wick is telling us that that might be the end of the range, right? We've created this little bottom wick for this new candle, and we could just continue pushing up, right? So it's one or the other. Regardless, we've tapped into our, we've tapped into our, what's it called, our vantage point, right? Yeah, you've tapped into 190.32 here. You could take partials out right now if you want. That's about 10 pips, right? Yeah, it's about, well, 8 pips really. That's about 8 pips. You could take partials there, but I'm gonna be holding full here. Yeah, I'm gonna be holding full. See what happens. Just put my stop loss a little bit more into profit, just to mitigate the commissions. Cool. So we are in we have gone break even. Let's see how we play out here. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. I think if you get at least a 5 closure below 190.31 here, or 190.3, if you have a 5 closure below, you should see price. Yeah, because this range is pretty clean, right? So you should see price tap 190.16 minimum, which is where we have our TPs at. Yeah, but if this 5 ends up, respecting this level, closing bullish, most likely we'll get stopped out break even by then, so it wouldn't really matter. But I would probably close something, close partials or something. So this is risk free right now. Six. Okay. 5 minute about to close here. Are we gonna close above? We're gonna close respecting or what? What are we gonna do here? Okay, gold dropping here. Gold is dropping here. 30, 15. If I can take a position here, I will, because I'm already break even on the GJ trade, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Yeah, they didn't quite close. This 30 didn't close the way I expected it, or I wanted it to close anyway. So, yeah, as long as if you closed above here, you would have been solid, but 15. Yeah, I might need to wait for another 15-minute close here. Then you're battling this, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would say you could have either taken this flip towards here. This would have been your vantage point, right? Which is still a good amount of pips. So that would have been your vantage point right there. But if you can close below 23.32 on the 5 here, yeah, I'll consider the sells going down. Yeah, because if you see, you have driven off of this level before in the past, right? You have one tap into it, you drove off. You have one tap, drove off, one tap, drove off. Yeah, so you want to be careful around this 23.32. Yeah, so ideally you want a closure below. 15-minute would be best, but 5-minute would work too. Because yeah, the 5-minute also respected that, right? So yeah, you want a closure below. Yeah, so that 5 respected, but you did close below this most recent support here, so that's good. That's good. 515. And so let's see how this next 5 closes. Oh, you're flipping immediately. So yeah, this volume could just carry you and you might continue driving all the way down here, right? That volume could carry you and you drop, right? Okay, this is a really nice top wick. You did tap into 2344. So yeah, that volume could carry you here. That volume could carry you. But yeah, I'm looking at this level here. It's a little I'd prefer the closer below. All I need is a 5 though. Once this 5, if this 5 closes below, I can get in on this trade. But yeah. Okay, so the GJ trade just hit yeah, we just hit break even on the GJ trade. Okay, fair enough. The way it's looking, it still has potential to continue driving down, especially if we flip now. Yeah, especially if we flip now, because I mean, I was expecting the rejection off of this level. It might not be rejection to come up. It might just be, you know, it might just be rejection to continue, you know, grab some more liquidity and then continue driving down. Yeah, the way it's looking, we very likely could, you know, flip and continue down here, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that'll be my one for the day. Anyways, that'll be my one for the day. Yeah, I can't really think of what else I would look for here. Oh yeah, I guess you could, yeah, you could wait for this tap into 190.45 and see how you close on the 15. All right, yeah, you could re-enter here off of a 15-minute close, maybe 15-minute close below 190.31. But we'll see, right? We'll see. Right now I'm looking at gold though. So yeah, that's a cool little tap. If you respect that level, right, get a 5-minute closer below 2332, that would be nice as well. You could take that. Let me just update the record real quick. So break even, we're 12 break evens for the month. Interesting. 12 break evens for the month, and for the stream we're at 17. Bro, we had 12 out of the 17 break evens this month alone. That's tough, no? Yeah, so what is that? Maybe around an hour, like the hourly mark. Should probably note that down. I have a notepad here. Yeah, about 1 hour. Around there. Okay. Yeah, so GJ coming up. Cool. Yeah, hence why we went break even, right? It is what it is. In terms of taking the buys up, Yeah, that's tough. Because you did close bearish inside this range, but now you tap the bottom, right? You tap the lows. So you could have tapped in bullish 90.6 maybe. Okay, so the 5 just closed. Let me see gold. So 5 closed on gold. We closed bullish respecting. So this is a good closer, right? This is a good closer. What we need now is a bearish close. You want this next candle to close bearish below, which is also gonna be the 15-minute closer, right? That'll be the 15-minute closing below as well. And then you need just a little bit of a top wick, and then you can sell. You have a good vantage point here, or you have a good range here to fill. You have a decent range here to fill. Yeah, about a 50 pip range, not bad. That's not bad. I have a lot of levels going on here. Hold up, let me clean this up real quick. So, I mean, if this is just a top wick, it's a decent top wick, right? It's a decent top wick. But if you end up closing above here, it's possible you drive up. Because if you look at this candle in the past, you tapped into this level, came all the way up, closed above 190.5, and you continue to drive up, right? And that's after this bearish pull, right? There's a large bearish movement, right? And then you pushed up. You rejected and you rejected here first, innit? So you tap that level. Have you tapped that level? Let me see. What's this level? So you tap there, then there. Maybe now you have to tap there before coming there, right? Maybe. Yeah, in terms of the buys, yeah, I'd say buys above here, right? Buys above here. Buys above here, because what I'm seeing, based off of how price is forming, it's possible that we could, like, if you close bullish here, it's possible you come up here to tap into 190.8 area, just to create that top wick to continue coming back down. All right, very possible, because that's what I'm seeing here, right? We've had rejection of this 190.8 before in the past. So usually, well, here in this case, you tapped in, then you came down here and tapped this level, right? But now you're tapping that level first, which is understandable, because here you're coming from top, but here you're coming from below, right? So if you tapped here first, can you now have 190.8 as your targets? If you're gonna take those buys going up, have that as the targets, and then once you get there, you're either gonna reject or continue to push up, right? If you continue to push up, you can start taking your buys if you have a closure above. But you know, if you reject, you can continue looking for the sells. Yeah, that's the whole 4-hour flip too. The whole 4-hour flip. Yeah, I need a good top wick here, I think. Yeah. Either a good top wick or a 15-minute closer, which is gonna be a 10-minute or 10-hour, not 10. It'll be an hourly closure at 10 o'clock, right? Yeah, pushing up here, pulling up. Okay, so that's not the best closer on 5 or the 15 really. You know, so you did, I mean, you did close, yeah, you did close below most recent. Close below most recent. Let's see. Yeah, you're coming into top wick. These are top wick areas, right? Yeah, these are top wick areas. Coming down here. Okay. So nothing quite yet on GJ. I'd say wait for, yeah, either wait for this level get tapped or wait for this 15 to close, or this hourly to close, I guess. For gold though, okay, let me see. So now the 30-minute flip bullish on gold, right? So you're expecting this level 30-minute flip bullish. If you were gonna take the flip of this 15, where is that? Where is that on the 30? That's a flip of the 30 as well, right? That's the 30 flipping bearish. Okay. Top wick areas here, where these are the top wick areas. Already tapped into top wick areas here, right? Give or take. Expected it. Just kept on dropping. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna have, so this is a sell stop, right? 6.46. We can get a 5 close like that though, that would be nice. This 5 sort of respected though. Okay. So if we come up here a little bit more to really tap into this 2341 area, I'll have a sell stop on the break of this low. If not, I'll wait for this 5 minute to close. If we can close bearish, I'll sell off rip. Above all of these, so yeah, have this up there. Okay, so if we can close bearish on this 5 minute, we can close bearish in about a minute here. I'll have I'll sell off the closer. Yeah, as soon as we open, I'll sell. Ideally, you want to open with a top wick, but DJ still pushing up as well. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. About 10 seconds left. 5 seconds and okay. so no dice. No dice, no dice, no dice. Cool. So no dice, not quite yet. No positions quite yet. This 15 is still open though, right? So this 15 is still open. If we can just come up here a little bit more, take out this high, tap into 2340 point or 2341, then I'll have a sell stop on the flip of the 15, right? Which is the, okay, no, not flip of the 30. So flip of the 15. But we're coming down here. Looks like we're gonna flip. Yep, we're flipping now. Yeah, that flip, you should run down here. Or you could run down anyways. Yeah, you could run down off of that flip. Yeah. Yeah, only reason I don't like it is it's sort of at a level, right? Like just the flip of this candle is right at that level of previous rejection. So I want to be careful around there. That's why I was looking for the 5-minute closure. Yeah, if you can get a 5-minute close here, bearish as well, I'll take that as well. So GJ coming up, GJ close bullish. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't mind. Okay, top wicks. So it could come there again. What's that look like on the hourly? Yeah, that's an hourly fake out, right? Yeah, that's a fake out on the hourly. Yeah, so GJ, I'm gonna wait for an hourly closure. Gonna wait on the hourly closure for GJ. I am still interested in taking the sells this range. But if you close bullish like this on the hourly, if you close bullish like this on the hourly, you have targets at 190.7. It's just a matter of what do you need to take those buys up. Okay, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, if GJ can flip bearish on the 15 here, that would still be a bullish closure on the 30, but it would be a bullish closure respecting, right? So then you would need a top wick to come up and take out these highs. Yeah, you need a top wick at these highs. Closing, or we're gonna end up closing bullish on gold here, right? This is an interesting candle. Yeah, so we're gonna end up closing bullish on gold. Let's see. Do we close above here? And if we do, can we take these buys going up? Potentially. Potentially. About a minute left for a closure here, though. Let's see. Let's see. DJ 15. Okay, so 15. So I like the closure on GJ, but now I need a top wick. Okay, maybe not a top wick to take out those highs though. Because you already closed respecting, then you came up. Yeah, so not a top wick to take out those highs, but I need a top wick. Yeah, at this point, this hourly, you shouldn't really be coming. So yeah, I have these ones, these levels here. Okay, so you just had your closure. You're creating a top wick here, right? Cool. I don't like how you close on the 5 minute with no bottom wick, but it's still okay. It's not the worst thing with the way the 15 minute closed. Okay, so on 9.46. We're gonna have a sell stop. Gonna have a sell stop on GJ here if I can. If not, I'll get in manually. See GJ. So I'm gonna have a sell stop at 190.459. Yeah, that is a really good top wick. So I got sell stops at 190.459. Ooh, okay, actually, let me see something. Yeah, that's below, right? Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I have sell stops in here at 190.459. With the way the hourly closed there, right? The way the hourly closed, the way the 4 hour is currently forming. So now we just have a better wick, right? We tapped into this level and rejected. We were expecting rejection from this level because it is the bottom of this range, right? This 4 hour range and also the lower time frame ranges. But now we just came up and created a steeper top wick, potentially to continue this drive down, right? So sort of look at it like we came down here with a certain amount of momentum. We rejected because we didn't have enough. So we came up to create more, right? To grab more liquidity so that we can come down with more momentum, right? To potentially break through this level. All right, so you can look at it like that, right? That's something you could think about. All right, so really you could have it on the flip, no? How many pips is this? It's like 2 pips. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, difference between the flip and the wick, the bottom wick, is not that much, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so now you have better stops. Your stop loss doesn't need to be as high anymore, right? Now that you've done all of this, you've You've come out, you've rejected this level, you've come up, created a top wick into these areas, still closed bearish, and now you're coming down like this. Yeah, so right now you don't really need the that much of a stop loss, and you should be, if you're able to drive down here, you should go clean through 190.31. You shouldn't really, that's still where I'm gonna go break even, but you really shouldn't see much rejection here again if you're gonna drive down anyways. But this 5 minute is gonna close bullish here though. Yeah, you want to be activated by the 15 minimum. Yeah, so I'm not gonna look for anything else. This will be the last trade I take for today's stream and probably for the rest of the day. Let me see here on gold. If you're looking for entries on gold, I would say, let me see, hourly closed bullish, but sort of bullish respecting, right? Well, yeah, sort of closed above there, and now you're creating a bottom wick. Yeah, if you're taking gold sales here, you want to be careful, because now you've closed bullish back into this range here on the hourly, right? You've closed bullish back into this range on the hourly. You could just come down here, take out these lows, and then flip to drive up, right? Because look how many times you've done that. You close here bearish, or you close bullish, right? Then bearish, respecting, right? Then bearish respecting, and then you broke those lows, drove up. Bearish respecting, broke these lows, drove up. So yeah, you could see the same thing happen here, but even if you're gonna do that, right, you could still come down a good bit, right, for the bottom wick, and you could play that as well. So there's a chance there as well. Yeah, so I mean, for these sells here, I'd say wait for maybe 30, 15, maybe wait for a 15 close. Yeah, if you can get a 15 close below 23.32, then yeah, you could take that. A 15 close below 23.32, you could take that. And then GJ, it's still developing. So this 5 is closed bullish, but let's see. We need to be activated by the 15. If not, we're gonna delete the positions. One sec. So yeah, I mean, I did want this top wick, you know, to take out this previous high. I didn't think it would actually do it though, but I guess that's good. But we did make this top wick pretty slowly though. It was pretty slow. But there is no news, so maybe that's why. No volume. Lackluster volume. Oh, my fault. My forgot I was streaming for a second. Okay, so yeah, we're way our positions. Well, position. Our orders are still in, right? Our orders are still in. Our orders are still in. This 5 is about to close. Hopefully we can close below here. Yeah, hopefully we can close below and open with a top wick. Let's see. Okay, so closer below, check, top wick, not check. Okay, top wick, check. Okay, so now we have 5 minutes for our positions to get activated here. We need to be activated by this 15-minute close. If the 15 minutes sort of just ends up just closing bearish without activating us, then I mean I'll probably delete, right? I'll probably delete the order and enter manually. Just because I don't want that new 15 to open without a top wick, right? If that new 15 opens with a bottom wick without creating a top wick first, then you know things are not looking the best. So 3 minutes to get activated here. 3 minutes to get activated here. Gold doing something. I don't know what, something. Yeah, so gold, you want to wait 15 minutes. So 3 minutes here as well. Closer below 23.32. I would rate that. In terms of taking the sales inside this range, you could, but yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't advise it for myself. Okay, GJ, can you push down here? GJ, can you do something for me? Okay, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, so we have a minute left here. I might just close this order. Might just close the order. Yeah, if we don't flip on this 15 and we end up closing bullish above here, might be a problem. So I'd say pay close attention here. Have your finger on the trigger with this one, because once this 15-minute closes, if we close, yeah, we need to close below here really. And a bullish closure above, you're bugging. Yeah. Okay, so if we close above here like this, which we might, I might just, yeah. 1-0. Okay, so we open no bottom wick. We open no bottom wick. So this 30 is still valid for a flip down. That 30 is still valid for a flip down. So let's take out these highs now. If we take out those highs and you close respecting this, right? So you take out those highs, then you get the flip of that candle. Most likely you're gonna have a bottom wick towards that area, right? Even if you want to drive up. Okay. 5-minute forming, how it's forming. Okay. Take out those highs, previous highs to come out. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna move my entry up here to the flip of this candle. Yeah, I'm gonna move my entry to the flip of this 15-minute candle. Now that we've taken out those highs, yeah, I'm gonna move my entry to, what is this? This is 190.537. So I have my my sell stops now below 190 or at 190.538 here. Yeah, cool. So that's where I have my sell stops. If we continue pushing up here and we tap into 190 I'd say 190.83, well, I'll still have it open, mainly for this 30-minute close though. Yeah, I think mainly for the 30-minute close. Yeah, let me see, what is this Vantage? How many pips? It's about 3 pips, not much. To the flip of the 30 though, that's about 7 pips, right? 6-7 pips. That's interesting on the minute for sure. That's interesting on the minute for sure. You would need that to close first, sir. That to close first. 35 minutes. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we're waiting on right now. This is what we're waiting on right now. 15:30. Yeah, but you really want this 30 to flip though. All right, because if you end up, yeah, so you have your positions a little bit higher in here, because most likely if you end up flipping on this candle, you're still gonna create a bottom wick. Even if this is gonna hold, even if this support is gonna hold, you're still gonna have that bottom wick at this level here. So you could I mean, it's not much of a level, it's like 3 pips or so, so you could mitigate off of that. But yeah, I would have preferred if we flipped off this 5 though. That would have been preferred. Yeah, flip off the 5 would have been the best. Would have preferable. I can't really take the wick entry. I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could take the wick entry, but yeah, because you did close bullish on the hourly, and then you're creating this top wick, no bottom wick here, 4 hour. Yeah, so this is the only issue, right? We've already tapped into this level on the 4th, right? Maybe if we never tapped into this level, sure, but we already did. So this could just be a continuation up. We might not need a bottom wick here. We might have already tapped into where we needed to tap into, right? No bottom wick here. Price continues, boom, and then rejection here, and then just continue pushing up. So we don't necessarily need a bottom wick. Okay, so I will be back. I will be back, but let's see. So not in yet. Cool. So I'll be back, but BE, I'd say BE would, I mean, your safest BE is a tap into what is this, 190.5. Yeah, I'd say your safest BE is a tap into 190.5, but I'll look for the flip of the 30 instead, right? I'll look for the flip of the 30, but it's pretty much the same area, right? 190.5 flip of the 30, maybe like a 2 pip difference, right? So, and you want to be tapped in by the 15-minute, right? This 15-minute closer. If you're not in the position by then, delete, right? So we got 8 minutes here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be back. very likely we don't get activated here, but I'm gonna have the positions open until about a minute left, if we have a minute left. Yeah, so looking at gold right now, I'm not really seeing much, right? In terms of taking those sells going down, I'm not really seeing much quite yet. As for GJ, now that you're coming up like this, right, and you're rejecting off this level as well, so now your 30-minute is gonna close bullish. If you close bullish above here, yeah, if you end up closing bullish on this candle, hey, what's good, bro? Oh, go on. Yeah, if you end up closing bullish on this candle, I'd say delete the delete. Yeah, so I'm gonna delete the orders right now. Yeah, so I just deleted the orders. This candle still has no bottom wick, so even if we close bullish here, even if we close bullish, you're still gonna need a bottom wick towards these lows. Yeah, that's the only way I can see us taking the buys here. Yeah, to be honest, you would want to clean the whole thing out, no? Yeah. Maybe here. Yeah, so you're seeing some good momentum to the top side. But if you want to get involved with these buys, I mean, well, you can take it if you want, but yeah, I can't really take this. This isn't something I can take. Yeah, so those could continue pushing up. I'd say you can, or I would start getting involved with the buys above. Let me see. So above 190.8. Yeah, around 190.8. I'll start getting involved. I can start getting involved with the buys, and yeah, above 190.8, I'll start getting involved with the buys. But for now, in order for me to start looking for these sells again, because this hourly still has no bottom wick, right? So you could reject and flip at any time, right? You're still coming up to some potential rejection areas right over here. So you could just tap into 190.8 here and then flip in the next 30 minutes or so, right? So I'd say now that we've tapped all the way into this level here, I'd say wait for, yeah, that's this level, right? And we have driven down from this level before. So I'd say wait for a 15-minute close. If you can have a 15-minute close coincide with the flip of the hourly as well, yeah, then you should be good to take this drive down. And you really shouldn't stall much. You should just kill most of this range. So yeah, I'll stay on the stream until this 15 closes. Let's see how this 15 closes. If we close 15, now I was there before, broski, but I'm about to leave, so I don't know if you still want to hop on, chat. But I'm just gonna wait for this 15 to close, and I'll be mute most of the time, so the stream's about to end, innit? But thanks for showing up, my boy. Appreciate you. So let's see how this 15 closes. And yeah, let's see how this 15 closes. And we'll take a sell potentially. All right, so DJ gold as well. Yeah, so I'll only stay if we close bearish on the 15, right? I'm only gonna stay for the sells. I'm not staying for any buys. Will come after the hourly closes at 11. So yeah, let's see how we form here. Okay. 5 minutes left here. 5 minutes left here. Yeah, your chances of this flipping here are pretty low. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, chances for the hourly flip here pretty low. Pretty low. But now that you've, so this would be a fake out, right? Okay. Because now that you've already closed below, this is a fake out on the hourly. So if you end up faking out and closing above this resistance here, okay. I mean, like I said, in terms of buys, I'm not gonna take anything before an hourly close, right? In terms of buys, I would want an hourly closure first to confirm that this candle is not gonna flip here. This 30, or rather this 15 most likely. I mean, you could close bearish on the 15 below 190.64, and that's something you could consider, but even at that point, I'll just wait for the hourly to flip bearish and close bearish, to be honest. Yeah, especially with all this sustained bullish momentum. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I mean, the chances of this 15 flipping are so low, I might as well just leave right now. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so we had one trade for the day. All right, we had GJ break even. We had a break even trade on GJ. You know, looks like we're continuing the break even streak a little bit, but it was a good break even, right? We managed the trade very well, right? Very well. Yeah, so in terms of gold, taking positions here on gold, be honest, I wouldn't suggest it right now, especially with no news. Yeah, no news. We're really getting into the thin of it in terms of the hours here. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, maybe a closer. If you can somehow end up closing bearish here on this hourly below 23.32, then maybe, right, you could play this range going down, right? But in terms of buys, yeah, in terms of buys, you probably want a closure above 23.44. Yeah, closure above 23.44 on the 4 hour, or on the hourly, I'd say a closure above 23.48. Yeah, on the lower time frames. Oh well, yeah, I had that because it's more overall, right? More of an overall level. Yeah. So 23.50, yeah, I'd say for a lower time frame closure, I'd say 23.52, right? For the buys going up. For a 4 hour closure, a closure above 23.43 should be good. Or 23.44, sorry, should be good. But yeah, GJ looks like it's gonna continue pushing up here. So I'll wait for the hourly to close, and then potentially I might get those buys going up. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Appreciate y'all for showing up. We're back here tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. West African time. All right, so peace.